Nearly finished with the filler and my first layer of insulation for the windows. I've got these boxed in and I'm ready for the second layer, or almost ready. Now where I've left a little bit of a gap there, I can still feel a little bit of a draft, so I've got some of this wood adhesive. It's the same sort of thing, it's polyurethane. It expands very slightly but not quite as much as the expanding foam, so I'm going to fill that in with there, and it does say gap filling and, you know, waterproof and gap filling, so that'll be ideal for there. So that's just got to finish that off. The best thing about this stuff is it does set fairly quickly, within probably about an hour, if you know, depending on the thickness. This undersill or support sill off again. I've glued all that up, I've sealed it all underneath the frame, and I've put some I've screwed it, some great big screws through, and it's all fastened, so that's, you can pretty much stand on that, it's that strong. The next thing I've got to do is to lap these out and bring these out after I've filled the little gaps in here, and then mark where they are, so that in future when I put some plywood on, I'll know where these are. So that's what I'm going to get on with. Right, okay, so I've got the adhesive in there. It's the wood adhesive, and as you can see, it's gone in really nicely. It's had a little bit of time to set, and it sets very quickly, and it's held in the blocks that I'd originally put in very nicely. So the next thing to do is to cut the lats. Right, it looks like I'm going to need about 1.5. The filler pieces I need to cut 1.5 inches by 2 foot. I've also marked out where the studs are going to be anyway, just for future reference. I've put some marks here, and I've put some marks on here and on the window frame, so that if when I come to fasten the radiator on, or when I put the plywood on, after I put the insulation on, I'll know where they are. Right, so I need 7 uprights at 1.5 inches, so I'll mark them off. So that's be absolutely accurate, so I need a nice thick pen. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, here. 'cause I'm just using this as a primer. And then use a bit of grip fill or grip tight, which is solvent based. It's a bit like grip fill, solvent based, Evo stick type of product. Alright. I'm just going to put this stick it well on, and it should hold. Just to make sure it sticks until the adhesive goes off. I'll just put a bit of tape on. In fact, it says duct to it, so that doesn't matter. What I'm going to do with this bit is I'm leaving this because I've got to put the insulation on here, so that'll stick out, and I'll just leave a gap and fill it with expanding foam. What I've decided to do is I'm fitting 50mm insulation board to the joist height. This is actually 80mm from the joist to the top of the insulation. Then I've got enough room there for 2 pipes, that's all I need, which will fit there. When I come to do the radiators, I'll need the pipes. The pipes come out of there, they'll run round here. One will possibly actually come up there, and the other one will run to the other side to feed the other radiators. But I've allowed enough space for 2 pipes, so depending how I pipe it up, so that before I put the skirting boards, these will be visible. Then after that, once I've put I can then put my 80mm for the rest of it. So what you'll see is that, so the pipes are actually insulated at the back, and it's running above floorboard level with 80mm of insulation here, and then on top of that then is going to be 12mm of plywood, which I'm fastening through the insulation. I'll possibly actually still have the pipes visible at that point, and then the skirting board can fit onto that. So if I put this on either way, so effectively I've got enough room for the skirting board. Now I'm going to try, I'm not sure whether I'm going to use the original skirting board which came out of the room. I've got plenty of it, which is, as you can see, quite a deep skirting board. I quite like that, or a more modern one which I put in the last room I did, which was the box room, which is a bit smaller. So I haven't decided that, but it doesn't really matter. Either way, it will cover, once I put the
plywood on 12mm ply, it would cover it anyway. So
So that's what I'm going to do next. Right, well I've got this set up on the workbench, so I've got to cut off 80mm to start with, so I'll mark it off. Yeah, then I think this will be a lot easier to cut than what I did with the wood. Right, here we go, so that's there. First cut. First one, and what I'll do is just put the sandpaper over it. Right, that's the first bit. Right, so I'll put that piece there to start with. That's easy to do from here. And that's it. So I've got the first bits in. They're only just stuck a little bit at the moment, and that's the floorboard's going to go there. And then I've got enough room for the pipes to go in there. Now, the next piece is 80mm, which is going on top of here, but I think I'll just do it off camera, but I'm just going to fill in this with a bit of expanding foam. But just to fill it up before I put the next piece on.